Hi, this is Kira here, and I ended my previous recording from the Senjak area here. Now I'm going to take you to the Museum of the African Art. We have one lecture about the death rituals in the Western Africa, and that girl there in green is my daughter, and she had this Dr. Martin's boot with her dress. This is one famous restaurant cafe over there, and you can see a bit more luxurious cars. This is the sushi place here also Coffee Dream. This is this restaurant called Sheher. Many people know about it. Here I'm not thrilled about it, and this was the place where our police in the last centuries held their horses there. These were police stables, and long time ago they're not. There are many cafes here, and we are entering into the rich people's area now. You see, there is another sushi box place there, and this was the head office of the biggest chips producer in Serbia, and then he sold his business for more than 220 million euros, which is more than $220 million. But I promised my daughter I will make her the monument here in front of this old head office, because I gave so much money for their chips when she was a young girl. There you can see one of the older buildings there, and you can see some of the very strange architecture for this area, and you can see some very interesting architecture, like old houses, new houses, and everything is in green. You can see this new house here, which doesn't resemble... Pazi! Viš da te ne vidi uopšte? Pa da, baš je briga. Pa tako je, samo bahato. She doesn't care, she thinks she has a big car and she can do whatever she wants. You see this building? This building doesn't resemble this area at all, and if you turned left in this street, there were my old car mechanics there. This is their kingdom. I took my car for repairment there, and this is a little coffee shop and luxury foods restaurant here. Tu prodaju delikatess store. Hey, can we walk on that side on the street? Just look for the cars, please. Rich people area, they don't care. Once upon a time, guy had this yard in front of the house, and he sold some plants for the houses, and now he's, I think, way more intelligent. Organic shop, Vranić Organić. This is one organic shop and a cafe down there. So things are changing here, and then we are approaching a Egyptian. I think it's not embassy, it's their residence. It's a beautiful house with a great yard, great area around, garden. I think this is this. And everyone, there's this dog behind. Every house here has a dog. Yeah, I think this is Egyptian residence. and it's huge garden behind, and I know some people who live down there. But we are going to Andre Nikolić. You can see us too in the mirror. It's this road leads to the river down there. You can see the other houses, and I even think I'm not allowed to record here, but I will do it. You can see the house of Egyptian embassy. And there's, I think you cannot see the house down. These are mostly residences of foreign diplomats. See? No? And we are very near. This is Andre Nikolić Street. We are approaching to the Museum of the African Arts, and this museum was founded by the married couple Pečar. Pečar was from our old country Yugoslavia. He was a great diplomat who spent his diplomatic career in Africa, working in different countries. You hear the birds? I love this place because of the birds. And while he was doing his diplomatic jobs, his wife was amazed with artistic items made in Africa, and she started collecting them. And you can see this is the garden of the museum, African Museum. And when he finished his diplomatic career and turned back to Belgrade, they bought this piece of land here, and they made this museum to look like some style of the African house. You can see the African house there, but the whole museum is very odd. And if I can record, I will do it. And throughout the summer we have Afro festival here, and then we have barbecue and music from Mali and Nigeria and so on. And some items are sold here, jewelry, clothes, and so on and so on. And my child played here many times. We played on the zebra drums and on some African instruments. She grew here in this garden. We went back from the behind the building, and you can see how the building looks like in modern sense in 60s or 70s, but it's built in some sort of the African style. And yeah, it's good, it can be great. Hoćemo da ulazimo. It says Muzej afričke umetnosti, zbirka Vede i doktora Zdravka Pečara. This means this is the collection of Mrs. Veda and Dr. Zdravko Pečar. And I think they will allow me to record just a bit inside. We have this lecture about the death rituals in the Western Africa. Dobar dan, smijem samo da snimim malo i na predavanje, jel možemo da uđemo? Možemo. U 1 počinje, ili tako? U 1 i 5. U 1 i 5, hvala puno. 1 i 6, nećemo u 1 i 5. Dobro, samo malo da snimim, pošto radim video. Samo malo. Hvala vam puno. Now I got allowed to record here. This is the model of the boat in Africa, and it says Nchimpak or Njinji. And this is the model of Africa here. There is this shop. Once upon a time I bought some great books about some African tribes because they claim that their origin is from the stars, and they knew that Sirius B is the double star, and they could not possibly know this just living in the desert. They're a tribe from Sahara. You can see this is the usual exhibition of the African statues. This all belonged to the Mrs. Veda Pečar once upon a time. So she gave us this as a gift. I don't know if you can see his face. Some of them are ritual masks, and things. These are those instruments for playing. I don't know how to say it in English. It's called the zvečka. You see? And half man, half goats. And I also bought a book about the magical chair, because every king has to have his chair. I will just take you up if I can go up so you can see how this building looks. You see the masks? Can you hear the music? Something like the Mali music. You can see antelopes here. Hey, I will link you one Serbian song about antelopes. African Serbian song. Once upon a time when my child was small, we came here in the winter time. It was the Afro festival of the winter time. Oh, you can see these are the special chairs, and those chairs all have their own meanings, and they have their magical powers, because the chair is the mother of the king, and his mother is called his chair because he is founded on his mother, and through his mother you can see this chair also. Many people don't notice those details at all, but as I said, I had this great book about the chairs. This is a special exhibition, Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda from 1937 to 1939, photographs by Coleman Trčka. And you can see how life went there. No, before lecture begins, I will show you here, because we were up there and we were here when my baby was little, and people were playing music here during that winter. Our lecture begins, so you won't be able to see the photographs now, but some other times. Okay, love you all and wish you all the best. This is your Stročkira from the Museum of the African Arts. Bye.